I earned $42,000 last year for my backyard, not from a second job, not from investments, from plants. And when the nursery owner saw me walking in last spring, she gave me this knowing smile, the kind that says, I really hope you don't figure out what I already know. Because if you understood what I'm about to share, you'd never spend money on their overpriced seedlings again. One of these crops sells for more per pound than silver. Another gives you returns in 10 days. And number 3, chefs are calling small growers desperately asking for steady supply. But here's the reality. Nurseries will never stock these. Ever. Stay with me, because this information is valuable. Welcome to Evergreen Sphere Tips. If you're tired of growing the same ordinary plants everyone else has, you're in the right place. What I'm sharing today isn't just gardening advice. It's a proven method for turning your garden into a profitable venture using seeds most people don't know exist. Hit subscribe right now because this information truly changes everything. And I share practical content like this every single week. Let's start with something that grows in the dark and quietly makes growers thousands each year. Number 10, gourmet mushrooms, the silent moneymaker. This isn't your typical crop. It thrives in spaces most plants would hate. Your garage, your basement, even that shed you barely use. And it's making home growers serious money right now in 2025. Gourmet mushrooms like oyster, lion's mane, and shiitake are bringing premium prices at restaurants, farmers markets, and health food stores. The global mushroom market just hit over $60 billion in 2024. And analysts project it'll reach $139 billion by 2032. That's not speculation. That's documented market growth. Here's what makes this special. Mushrooms don't need sunlight, don't need acres of land, and don't need years of waiting. And they love dark, cool, humid spaces. With basic setup, you can start harvesting in just 3 to 6 weeks. Fresh oyster mushrooms are selling for $10 to $20 per pound right now. Specialty varieties go even higher. A 500 square foot space can produce about 12,000 pounds of oyster mushrooms annually. Do the math on that. Even at wholesale prices of $6 per pound, you're looking at $72,000. Retail prices can push that past $120,000. And here's the beautiful part. They grow on waste materials, coffee grounds, sawdust, straw. You're turning trash into treasure, and the spent substrate becomes nutrient-rich compost for your garden. It's a complete cycle. For beginners, oyster mushrooms are the easiest. They grow fast, tolerate various temperatures, and are nearly foolproof. Once you're comfortable, branch into lion's mane, which is gaining serious attention for brain health benefits and that unique, almost seafood-like texture. The wellness market can't get enough of it. This is passive income from your garden. Low space, manageable cost, high returns. But what comes next might surprise you even more. Number 9, microgreens, the fastest cash crop you'll ever grow. If you've wanted quick results, this is it. Microgreens go from seed to harvest in 7 to 14 days. Not weeks, days. And they bring more profit per square foot than almost any vegetable you've planted. The market exploded from $1, $73 billion in 2023 to $3.24 billion in 2024. Industry forecasts show it reaching $8.25 billion by 2032. That growth is real, and small growers are capturing significant shares of it. These are young seedlings of vegetables and herbs harvested just as the first true leaves appear. Radish, broccoli, arugula, sunflower, basil. The varieties are endless. A single growing tray can yield $20 to $50 worth of greens. You can grow dozens at once in a spare room, garage, or even under LED lights in a closet. Restaurants, health-conscious consumers, and juice bars are buying steadily. Why? Microgreens contain up to 40 times more nutrients than their mature versions. For those of us in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, microgreens offer the perfect venture. Stay active, stay creative, even start a modest home business without heavy physical labor. No farmland needed, no expensive machinery. Just trays, seeds, water, and attention to detail. Many growers call microgreens the gateway crop. Simple to start, consistently rewarding, and genuinely enjoyable. The turnover is so fast, you can adjust your varieties based on what sells best. And the startup costs are minimal. You can be harvesting your first crop within 2 weeks of starting. But the crop at number 8 grows without soil and sells for premium prices most people can't believe. Wasabi, the $150 per pound mystery plant. That green paste at sushi restaurants? In 99% of cases, it's fake. Horseradish mixed with mustard and food coloring. Real wasabi comes from a thick, knobby rhizome, and it's one of the rarest crops on the planet. Fresh, authentic wasabi sells for $100 to $150 per pound, and the market is growing fast. Valued at $5-10 million in 2024, projections show it reaching $121 billion by 2035. That's significant growth for a niche crop. And here's what's fascinating. In 2024 and 2025, indoor farming operations started converting old facilities into wasabi farms. Using hydroponics, AI monitoring, and controlled environments, they've cut the traditional 18-month growing cycle down to 14 months. The challenge with wasabi has always been its specific needs: cool temperatures, high humidity, shade, and pristine water. But if you have a damp corner near a pond, under trees, or a north-facing bed with rich organic matter, wasabi actually loves those conditions. It takes patience, yes, 18 to 24 months for full maturity. But you can harvest the leaves much earlier for salads and cooking. They have this wonderful, gentle, peppery flavor that adds real character to dishes. And when you finally harvest that first rhizome and grate it fresh, you'll understand why chefs pay premium prices. It's not just heat. It's complex, aromatic, almost floral, nothing like that grocery store tube. Sell to local Japanese restaurants or high-end chefs looking for authenticity. They'll pay top dollar because real wasabi is genuinely rare. This is one of the most profitable small space crops available today if you're willing to invest the time. Now let's talk about number 7, stevia, the plant that replaces sugar and pays you repeatedly. You've heard of stevia, the natural sweetener, taking over health food aisles everywhere. But most people don't realize you can grow it at home from a simple packet of seeds. Each stevia plant produces dozens of sweet leaves usable fresh or dried as a 0-calorie sweetener. The sweetness is up to 200 times stronger than sugar. A few leaves replace spoonfuls. Dried stevia leaves sell for $25 to $40 per pound. And plants can be harvested multiple times yearly in warm regions or grown in containers indoors during winter. What makes stevia particularly appealing is the repeat harvest cycle. Unlike most herbs that give one main yield, stevia keeps producing. Cut it back, dry the leaves, and within weeks, you have fresh growth ready again. For home gardeners, that means steady returns and personal savings. Imagine sweetening your coffee, tea, or baking with leaves from your own backyard instead of buying processed sugar. In an era where people increasingly choose natural products, stevia offers something unique, a crop that's good for health and income. The global shift toward reducing sugar intake isn't slowing down, it's accelerating. And stevia is positioned perfectly in that market. Number 6 takes us to the most expensive spice on earth. Saffron crocus, red gold hidden in plain sight. 3 tiny red threads. That's all one flower gives you. But those 3 threads sell for $3,000 to $6,000 per kilogram in 2025. Yes, you read that correctly. Saffron is consistently the world's most valuable spice. And you can grow it in a container on your patio. Here's what nurseries won't tell you. Saffron crocus isn't difficult. It's just time-consuming to harvest, which is exactly why they don't promote it. They'd rather keep you buying their petunias and geraniums, plant the corms in late summer. By fall, you get these beautiful royal purple blooms. Each flower gives those precious stigmas. Harvest carefully, dry them properly, and suddenly you're holding something more valuable per ounce than gold. The global saffron market hit over $630 million in 2024, and projections show it exceeding $1 billion by 2033. Iran produces most of the world's supply, but here's the opportunity. Climate change reduced yields in traditional regions by 15% between 2022 and 2024. Meanwhile, growers in Vermont, Pennsylvania, and even northern states are proving saffron grows successfully in the U.S. Zones 6 through 9 work well. Southern UK and mild regions of Canada, too. It loves sun, hates standing water, and blooms when everything else dies back for winter. One plant won't make you wealthy, but 50 corms, 100, now you're talking real income. Small farmers report earning $15,000 or more annually from modest plots. The labor is in the harvest. Those 2 or 3 weeks in fall when flowers open, you're out there every morning picking. But for the return, it's absolutely worth it. You can sell dried saffron online at specialty markets or create gift sets for holidays. People pay premium prices for authentic, homegrown saffron because they know the quality difference. Let's move to number 5, a crop that grows when everyone else's garden is dead. Mâché, the winter green chefs pay double for. While your neighbor's gardens turn brown and dormant, you'll be harvesting fresh, buttery salad greens. Mâché, also called corn salad or lamb's lettuce, is a European secret. It thrives in cool, short-day seasons, making it perfect for autumn and winter, growing across the US, UK, and Canada. While regular lettuce bolts or dies in cold weather, Mâché keeps producing tender, nutty-tasting leaves packed with vitamins and omega-3s. Chefs love it because it adds real elegance to plates. At farmers markets, fresh mâché sells for 3 to 4 times the price of regular lettuce. You direct sow the seeds, cover lightly, and in 6 to 8 weeks, you have full rosettes ready to harvest. It even tolerates light frost. In mild winters, you can harvest through January. This is the crop that keeps your garden productive when most growers have shut down completely. It provides greens, sales, and satisfaction when others are waiting for spring. Winter doesn't have to mean rest anymore. And the market for fresh local greens in cold months is strong because supply is so limited. Number 4 brings us to sea buckthorn, the superfood survivor. This is for gardeners who appreciate tough, resilient plants. Sea buckthorn is a shrub that laughs at winter, thrives in terrible soil, and produces bright orange berries loaded with more vitamin C than oranges, plus omega fatty acids that skincare companies are genuinely obsessed with. Cold-pressed sea buckthorn oil sells for $70 per 100 milliliters. That's $70 for a tiny bottle. The cosmetics and wellness industries can't get enough of it. Now, older varieties have thorns that make harvesting frustrating. But here's the insider information. Thornless varieties exist now, Sunny and Titan, bred specifically for easier picking and better yields. Nurseries don't stock them because they're not impulse purchases. They require patience, but once established, they're practically indestructible. And here's the bonus that gardeners really appreciate. Sea buckthorn is a nitrogen fixer. It actually improves your soil while growing. How many fruiting plants do that? Almost none. Zones 3 through 7, windy coastal areas, this plant is a silent earner building value year after year while you do minimal work. It's the kind of crop that rewards you for decades, not just seasons. Number 3 is a tropical fruit that grows practically anywhere. Ground cherries, the hidden gem. Picture tiny golden fruits wrapped in papery lanterns. Peel back that husk and you've got something that tastes like pineapple met mango with a subtle tomato undertone. It sounds unusual, and it absolutely is. Ground cherries, also called golden berries, are surprisingly easy to grow. Plant them exactly like tomatoes. Give them sun and decent soil. They'll reward you with hundreds of fruits all season long. And the best part? They self-seed. Grow them once, and they often return year after year with zero effort on your part. Farmers markets across the US and Canada are selling small containers for $6 to $10 each. Customers love that "I've never tried this before" moment. They're rare in grocery stores, which means you can charge premium prices. Perfect for containers, balconies, even small apartment gardens. If you've wanted a fruit crop that's interesting, forgiving, and full of character, this is it. The plants are prolific producers. One plant can give you several pounds of fruit, and since they're so unusual, people remember them. That creates repeat customers at markets. Number 2 offers therapy in a leaf. Lemon verbena, pure aromatherapy. Touch this plant, and the air fills with the most incredible lemon scent you've experienced. Fresh, clean, calming, instantly uplifting. Lemon verbena isn't just pleasant. It's one of the most profitable aromatic crops you can grow in limited space. The leaves are used in teas, perfumes, soaps, essential oils, even desserts and cocktails. Fresh or dried, they command high prices because no synthetic oil can truly replicate that pure citrus aroma. Dried lemon verbena leaves sell for $30 to $40 per pound across the US and Canada. Essential oil prices go much higher. And unlike many herbs that lose their scent when dried, lemon verbena keeps its fragrance beautifully. It grows best in full sun, loves well-drained soil, and thrives equally in pots or garden beds. In colder climates, bring containers indoors or take cuttings before frost. If you sell at craft fairs, farmers markets, or online, lemon verbena products become your signature offering. Tea sachets, infused oils, handmade soaps. It's the crop that connects gardening with wellness and self-care, something people genuinely appreciate and seek out. And now, number 1, lavender, the crop that earns money and creates memories. There's something almost magical about lavender. Soft purple flowers, silvery leaves, that calming scent that transforms any space. It's in perfumes, soaps, oils, teas, even baked goods and cocktails. But here's what nurseries rarely mention. Lavender is a powerful profit crop when grown from seed or cuttings at home. Once established, lavender is incredibly hardy, thrives in poor or dry soil, resists most pests, comes back year after year, and those blooms can be harvested, dried, and sold in countless ways. Dried lavender bundles sell for $10 to $20 each at markets. Small bottles of lavender essential oil go for $15 to $40 depending on purity. Even simple products like sachets or bath salts make wonderful gifts or craft fair items with excellent profit margins. And lavender attracts bees, butterflies, and beneficial insects. It's not just profitable, it's restorative for your entire garden ecosystem. For those in warmer parts of the US, UK, and coastal Canada, choose hardy varieties like Munstead or Hidcote. They handle cooler climates beautifully and fill your garden with timeless fragrance all summer. Lavender fields, even small personal ones, create beautiful spaces that people genuinely enjoy being around. If you're documenting your gardening journey, lavender provides naturally shareable moments. It's a crop that earns both income and peace of mind. So there you have it, 10 powerful crops you can grow from seed right in your backyard that most nurseries will never tell you about. From gourmet mushrooms growing silently in dark spaces to saffron threads worth more than gold. From microgreens producing in just days to wasabi thriving in shade. From stevia, sweetening without calories, to mache and ground cherries producing when nothing else will. From sea buckthorn surviving anything to lemon verbena, filling the air with pure aromatherapy. And lavender, bringing both profit and beauty to every season. Each of these crops represents patience, discovery, and genuine reward. And the best part? You don't need acres of land or massive investments. Just curiosity, consistent effort, and appreciation for plants that do more than simply look pretty. As you plan your next growing season, choose one or two from this list. Experiment with them. Watch them grow. Because in gardening, as in life, the most rewarding things often take a bit of time and heart. If you found this valuable, subscribe to Evergreen Sphere Tips for more practical ideas, rare plant information, and proven methods for growing abundance wherever you are. Leave a comment telling me which crop you're trying first. I read every single one and love hearing about your gardening journeys. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and remember that your garden can be more than beautiful. It can be your income.